Please do not mind my hair today. And yeah, this bracelet is for a special someone. But anyways, hi. You probably already know me. I know. There's something I do want to talk about, and it's about Rec Room. And let's just say I've been planning to do something like this for years, and I was afraid that I'll most likely get backlash, which I know I will. But I'm doing this just because I just want to tell you guys something about those days. I gotta tell you, since the beginning of my YouTube career, obviously I started doing Wii Sports content and then just random vlogs, like I think like two of them. Around December of 2021, there was a game. Well, I mean, I played it before, but like once back in 2019. But there was a game that I started to play, Rec Room. And let's just say I thought it was cool because I had the PlayStation VR and I did want to play VR chat, but then I couldn't find a game that it's like that on the PlayStation VR until I found out about Rec Room, and I realized you could play that on PlayStation VR. So I was like, okay, why not give this game a try? And I had fun for a little bit, you know. And the thing is, I broke the rule, which honestly I don't care if I did, but I broke the rule because I started to play this game when I was 12. If you're under 13 while playing the game, it will put you in the junior account so that you cannot voice chat with people, and I broke that rule because I just want to talk to people. And things went pretty chill at first, and then like the first red flag I ever saw is the mirror couples, and also like people doing some bad stuff, like nasty stuff. I was too young to know about what those are, and there was a song called Anime Thighs, and at that time it got stuck in my head, but I didn't even get what it was. Like I just sung it, and the people just looked at me awkwardly. Like I didn't even know what it was back at that time, and then later on, like years later, when I searched it, I was like, oh wait, oh what the heck, and it was just so embarrassing when I found out that I was singing that like a couple times. I used to hang out with this one girl. I don't know what her real name was. I think it was like Faye or something. But like the username was Kitsu, and you probably know if you knew me back then. And about that person, she passed away of a heart attack at age 73, I think. Like back in November 2023. Yeah, I was, kind of sad about it. Because what's even sadder is that the last thing she did was Rec Room. Anyways, back to what I was saying, later on just drama just kind of happens. For example, people were kind of jealous, but also I was pretty desperate when I wanted to, play with kids too. And all of a sudden, like, people were just telling her that I was doing some, you know, bad things, like bothering her, like annoying her big time, kicking people out so I could join. What else is that? What else is that? I she blocked me because also she blocked me for that time. At that time, she did block me because what people were saying that was not accurately true. There's some things that they said that it was true, like annoying her, just like kind of desperate to play with her, and then and then we just start being friends again, I guess. And then later on, I realized that it was just like a rumor, like it was not accurate. It was not accurate. I also want to talk about this one person, Spuckley. I don't have a problem with him right now because like I don't really talk to him. Like I haven't talked to him in years. But like at that time, he was just like one of those people. Like I'm not trying to be straightforward, but I'm saying it's like, for example, most of the people says what they said, and then some less people say, what they said. And Spuckley basically believes that one. For example, saying that I was completely harassing her, he believed that thing. And when I was trying to explain everything from that side, he just thinks that, oh, you're just trying to make an excuse. Like I said, like I didn't completely bother her. Like it wasn't like, oh my god, just please. Okay, maybe that, but still. but not like kicking people out, you know. Well, that was like, I think that was like only a one-time thing though. I guess because that person was toxic. I'm not sure. But overall, you know, that's over until like around August. This is when I started to get real pissed. So I met this person named Nan28 who, you know, I don't even want to bring it up actually, but I guess she was kind of a setup, and like she invited like two moderators. I think it was Big Tester, whatever the guy's name was, and then the Cat Perry, not Katie, Cat Perry, I think that's what her name was. And I was witch hunting her because I got so mad at her for banning me on Rec Room as a junior, right? And what's crazy is like I was 12 and I did break that rule, to be fair. But the thing is about her, like she was trying to think that I was being mean when she was the one kind of being dick to herself, no offense. Like she was like, "Oh, now you want to be mean." I was like, I was just trying to calmly explain you nicely. I was trying to like be polite and just talk to you, and then you're like, "Oh, now you want to be mean." You're the one who started the damn problem, and then all of a sudden, like you got me all pissed, and then that's how it all happened. But and then, you know, when I got my account back after it was juniored, you know. And actually before that, I met this one YouTuber. She wasn't famous yet, but she is now. She's more famous than me. And honestly, that's not good. Cause that person's literally Ellen DeGeneres, okay? That person is Ellen DeGeneres. I'm sorry, but that person is. But the thing is, you know, because like I said, I was 12. And obviously, I didn't know self-control that time. And then the fact that you just don't give a crap. Alright? The fact that you don't give a crap. No, I'm not talking to the fans. I'm talking to you specifically. But anyways, I did thank her for helping me, like, trying to do a method to get my account back. So I could play Rec Room normally without being junior account, you know what I mean? And I had, like, so many stuff. Like, I was stacked. And then, you know, I got banned a week later for like 20 days. And then my uncle started playing Rec Room, right? And then I added him, you know, before I was banned. And then it showed on the mutual friends, and then my uncle like added them. And, you know, the bio said that why would you ban my nephew or whatever, Tony from, you know, Wii Sports, you know that. And then the same three pricks, Sparkly, Big Test, and Cat Perry, they banned my uncle for 30 days. And then when my ban was over, I was banned for another 17 days for banning Vanjing. I was not playing. And then when I got back on Rec Room, you know, a YouTuber, specifically a YouTuber, told me like, grow up. You're the one doing sexual behavior. Dude, self-control, dude. Okay, I was 12, right? And you were 30, being a little bit of an asshole. All right. And I plan to do a video like this since, like, you know, that time happened. But obviously, I don't know how to explain specifically. But, you know, I just came here to lay things off my chest, dude. But honestly, after all that, I quit Rec Room. Like, I completely canceled my Rec Room Plus subscription. I left my Oculus on the dust. And then I came back just to play more Gorilla Tag and Knuckle VR, then just put it back in the dust, and more. Like, my Quest 2 is kind of a little bit, you know. And then I got the Quest 3, right, around like November. And then, you know, I was like, I think I should get back on Rec Room because I enjoy playing the Quest. And then when I found out they removed the double shooting thing, I was like, okay, you know what, screw it. And then when they brought it back, I came back again. And then I made an announcement saying, you know, see you in 2025, because that's when I was gonna make an announcement to return to Rec Room. And the plan did not go well. It really didn't. I had a friend, which y'all probably know because I did make an exposed video for one time. So Emerald, like, right? So the thing is, originally I wanted to do a video like by doing all Rec Room quests or doing like some skits or like doing a actual real life event roleplay of why I quit Rec Room. And she thought the idea was stupid. I took her advice and did the KSI Revenge, which was canceled. It was scrapped because honestly she wanted to play Prison Life with the friends, but no offense, but And the whole panic attack, the drama between me and her. Then later on, like back in August, she asked for forgiveness, and then yeah, I don't know. But overall, Rec Room is dying, and one of my opinions about it, that's good, because golly, that dude, that game is like one of the most fucked up games I ever played. It's fucked up, dude. Even VR chat, like it's just gosh. Like I had so much PTSD at this point. I don't know about now, but the moderators back then they were toxic. And now I don't know. I never really experienced with one. Some YouTubers just I'm not all of them. There's some that I'm chill with. But one of them, God, dude, no. The fact that their friends still care, even like after when that person stopped talking to me, and like when the time when she tried to vote kick me, I was like, what the hell did I do? Like I just like to goof around. Like there's a thing called being yourself, and it seems like you don't like it. You're not, and you're just doing this. You're just trying to like confront me in a bad way, but you only confronted me like once, and then you cut me off. Like, dude, I was 12 and you were in your 30s. All right. And here's the problem, right? Here's the problem. Obviously, I was going through depression, and I guess you did care, but then all of a sudden you just you keep getting pissed off about it. Like, you should have told me this sooner. That I already told you. You should have told me this already. And it's like, that last time you ever talked to me, which was in a bad way, it's like that you were just giving me so many chances. But no, this is only once that you confronted me about all this, right? But you're just trying to be here toxic. You're just like randomly vote kicking me for like, I don't know exactly why. I don't really remember everything what happened, but I know it wasn't as bad as what you were saying. And the friends were like, who is vote kicking me? And they know what I've done too. They know what I've done. Either way, honestly, I felt good. When I got off of Rec Room, I felt so good, but also kind of like upset about it because like I regret playing Rec Room. The only reason why I'm just on Rec Room just to play the Rec Room originals, because I actually enjoyed playing those. Like I actually do. But then later on, just everything else, I just get bored. I've only played for like a few minutes and then I just get off. But overall, Rec Room in VR chat, it's fucked up. I do want to say something though. There's people I do enjoy playing with on Rec Room. All I could say is like, I really did have fun playing with y'all. I really did enjoy the stuff that we did. And I'm not talking about the ones recently. I'm talking about like the ones that I played during the COVID days. Before Rec Room changes menu music to the Wii Shop channel. But here's the thing. I tried to do better on making YouTube content. The 10 Gamers and Super Gaming Brothers. We already confronted. We're chill now. Like no, like we just don't really talk to each other anymore. Like we just moved on. And because the thumbnails I used to make, it was just to call out those people because they used to be like pretty toxic. I think it's because this one YouTuber that was like a mastermind and just blames everything on me for doing it. But I don't want to be too disrespectful on this, but a specific YouTuber who I used to be hanging out with. You're literally Ellen DeGeneres. Okay? You're literally Ellen DeGeneres. And the fact that you were just being disrespectful, even like Even though if I did something wrong, like I apologize, but like it doesn't mean you have to be disrespectful. And you were literally in your 30s, and I was 12, and you're saying that I'm being immature. Well, obviously, because I'm not a teenager yet. And honestly, you're kind of the one being immature yourself. I've been wanting to say this for 3 years. I've been wanting to say this on 3 years publicly. I wanted to. But thank you guys so much for watching me yap about the Rec Room stuff. Just, you could check out my channel. You could check out Wii Sports videos, whatever, anything that's on my channel, like just random stuff. You could subscribe. You could just like, I guess. You could just comment. I don't know. Well, I'm still not gonna return to Rec Room. That's the main answer. Rec Room was just honestly just the. Yeah, anyways, see you later.